can leave your head on.
You'll understand.
You'll see in a minute, yes. Yes, it's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, and with all eyes on America, we've asked Michelle Walsh-Jackson from The Novel Traveller to inspire us with some US destinations.
New York, Chicago, Florida and LA all come to mind, but this morning we're looking for some alternative gems that who better to show us than Michelle. And you're all dressed up.
I am all ready for America.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! And it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
You know, so just one little thing we were talking about there, the ESTA. Make sure you go on the right website. You'll need your tourist visa going to America. And there's a lot of filling out, but there's also a lot of, you know, bogus websites that'll be charging you $150. The price is $21. Make sure you go on the right site.
Yeah, I remember talking to a travel agent about that. They said, and the lovely thing about travelling from Ireland to America is that you do your pre-clearance.
It's fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. So we're heading off to Philadelphia for a start because the Philadelphia Eagles are playing tomorrow night in the Super Bowl, and they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I think this is a fantastic city for somewhere a little bit alternative.
The city of brotherly love.
Absolutely, and it's steeped in history. It's the home of the Liberty Bell, and you'll be able to just walk by in the Common and see that. It's the Museum of American History Revolution. You've got the Rocky statue, but there's an amazing art scene in Philadelphia that most people don't know about. And it actually has the most impressionist paintings outside of Paris. Yeah, absolutely. It's got 180 Renoirs in one particular, in the Barnes collection, which is a beautiful museum. But it's really cool, and there are murals everywhere. You can do Segway tours, and the food. I have to mention the food. The Philly cheesesteak sandwich is just one thing, but Ready Market is where you'll find a range of, from all over the world, fantastic foods.
Okay, my son wants to go there just to do the Rocky run, because apparently it finishes at the steps of the museum.
It is.
That's the shadow boxing thing, is it?
No, it's the actual Rocky statue of Rocky from the movie.
But was that when he was doing, like, running around the place going like that?
Oh, no.
He's standing there with his arms up.
Oh, no. Standing there with his arms up.
The statue's there now,
The other thing is about Philadelphia is it's tax-free.
That's a very big point. You want to do a bit of shopping. You know the way in America when you see some, oh, that's $79, I'll get that. And you go up and suddenly it's $98.
Yeah.
No, in Philadelphia, the price on the tag is the price you pay. And they have a fabulous outlet mall just outside the city too. And Irish travel agents, you know, they're bonded. You're more secure. So that's just something, you know, to think about.
Now next we want to talk about a place I know you love. Now, she forgot all her love, what are they called?
My lovely beads.
Lovely beads.
From Carnival, you know.
Every time you snog someone in New Orleans and Mardi Gras, you get a bead, and she came home with loads of them. Anyway, tell us.
You look like Mr. T getting off the plane.
Tell us about Mardi Gras.
Well, New Orleans is the home of Mardi Gras. It's the home of jazz. It's the birthplace of amazing cuisine. You've got the fabulous Creole cuisine. But, you know, it's the vibe down there, something really special. Mardi Gras happens at the end of February, you know, the same Shrove Tuesday here. And I think it's just a really special place to go to get the vibe of what the Deep South's all about. Louisiana has beautiful wetlands, fantastic nature. And a road trip is really the best way to see this, to see the entire Deep South. And I really would recommend kind of travelling right up through the state and getting some sort of a tour. A guided tour would be the best if you don't like driving, and have some suggestions later. But also Dollywood is also incredibly important on the route. And would you believe it's the #1 TripAdvisor theme park in America for Americans, and that's where they go, because like Dollywood is just...
She's an icon.
Yeah, I've got my little butterflies. I'm wearing them today. There are butterflies all over the park, and it's not just, you know, they have food festivals, they have flower festivals, they have arts and crafts for kids, but it's in the Smoky Mountains, and Dolly is a great patron of, you know, encouraging reading and doing great work, so she's just fantastic.
She actually created Dollywood to create employment for the locals.
Yeah,
she's lovely.
I mean, lovely woman. What an amazing philanthropist. And I can't...
Where we go? This is your... I know you like this place now. You're partial to the Cowboys. Where are we going next?
Well, Nashville and Tennessee are great there. I would highly recommend, if you want to go to Texas, there are direct flights to Dallas from Ireland with Aer Lingus or American Airlines, and we're going to head off to Houston, because Houston is... It's basically the biggest city in Texas, which is, of course, the biggest state in America, and they have a annual rodeo show, which is like it's like our what do you call it on speed?
Ploughing.
It's our ploughing championships on speed, where you've got 20,000 shows. You've got in the evening you've got amusement parks. You've got in the evening you've got live bands, famous people come and play, and the vibe is just amazing. But Houston, it also has Super Bowl teams. You know, Texas has 2 Super Bowl teams. But what another reason we really know about Houston is, of course, Space Center.
Of course, yeah. Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem from the famous Apollo 13 mission. And, you know, I think going to these places it's remarkable. You get to see the actual shuttles and the simulators, and they recreate like what it is like on the moon, what it is like in Mars, and you really get this sense of, you know, the magnanimous achievement.
Yeah.
Okay, I took my kids now to Cape Canaveral in Florida.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But you get to meet
Real astronauts.
Yeah, and they'll have a couple always on site
They
to
often
tell you
have
about different
these-
missions.
To infinity
that they've been
and
on.
beyond.
They often have these people wandering around, you know, who are ex-scientists, and it's fascinating. Your travel agents will make a bespoke trip for you.
Yeah.
So before taking your trip to America, talk to your travel agents. And there are bespoke agencies like the Travel Suite, who just opened, who do like luxury tours, and there's no more than 16 people on it, and it includes your food and, you know,
Everything really.
Everything really. So I'd really recommend.
Okay.
Talk to us about New England.
Oh, well, Boston is my favourite city in America. It was introduced to America. I absolutely look. You have a great time in Texas, I have to admit. But Boston, I just love it. It's that little bit of Europe steeped in history.
A lot of literature there.
There's an awful lot of literature. Yeah, absolutely. You've
Great
got,
walking tours.
It's the home of, well, the Freedom Trail is free. You can do that yourself using an app. You can just kind of walk around and follow the line and visit special places. Boston Common, of course, is one of the most important places to see, and of course the Boston Party tea ship, which of course is when they threw all the tea overboard back in the 18th century. And you know, the heritage, as you were saying, Elaine, about literature, you've got Louise M. Alcott, you've got Jack Kerouac, you've got Henry Longfellow, Henry Thoreau and Walden Common. That's all outside in Massachusetts. And the surrounding area, you've got Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, Vermont. These are all the states associated with Discover New England. And Boston is the gateway, but go there and find out about the other states, because it's really bustling, thriving. Absolutely love it over there.
Yeah.
And just here's an idea for prices for May. 12th of May, $785 for a family of 4. It's a great city to bring a family. There's lots to do for kids. And this would Tour America.
Family 4.
This is an unbelievable price for 4 people for 4 nights in May.
That's
Flights and accommodation, and it's in a beautiful hotel on the waterfront, the Hyatt Central.
Wow.
$785. Now, if 2 people are going, it's $1,100 for the same hotel for 4 nights. But if you're bringing a family of 4, 2 adults.
Does that have to include a Saturday night stay, or
no?
Say?
And you know, like, ring up your travel agents. They've great websites. Look up their websites. But like, you can ring to America and ask them exactly what is the price there.
Michelle, thank you so much.
You're way back.
I think we've got through everything.
Going right off into the sunset now.
I am. Get my horses outside.
See the horse outside, as a rubber bandit would say. Now, for more of Michelle's travel ideas, head over to thenoveltraveller.com.